Hi folks, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. This is episode 21 of the Beginner's Guide 2023 series, and several episodes ago now we learned the basics of sorcery and we progressed our spell book for the first, I think it was 2 or 3 spells. We didn't get very far at all. Well, now we've got to the point where we've got quite a few of our fighter friends downstairs that are at or near max level and don't necessarily have the best of perks. So at, I think it's level 10 of the spellbook, you learn how to make what's called Elixir of Rebirth, which is like an alchemy potion that you can give to your followers and re-roll their random perks. And you can keep feeding them this rebirth potion every time you want to re-roll them until you get what you would be classed as a set of perks you're happy with. I wouldn't go as far as saying the perfect perks, that could take you some time, but at least a better set of perks. So what I want to do now is play a little bit of catch up, and hopefully in this episode we'll get to at least level 10 and we'll get Elixir of Rebirth. Never know, we might get a bit further, we might not even get there. Let's see how we go. So let's run downstairs. Oh, we have to duck to get through that door because I've put the circle of power too close to the door. Right, where is our thaumaturgy bench? There we go. Right, so you click on the tomb here to teach you the next spell. So for the next spell we need a Tomb of Kurak, we've got a sorcerer page, we've got a bunch of them. We need some human flesh and 15 volatile glands. Now, with the new loot drops that are happening in Age of War, the volatile glands seem to be quite abundant, but some places to get them, I prefer, if you go like around about this area here on this river, and also up around this bend around here, you'll get what I believe the game calls salamanders. I think they're iguanas, but they're the ones that they're giant, what I would call iguanas. They spit poison at you, but if you harvest them, they have a quite rare chance to drop volatile glands. You can also get them from killing dragons, and you can get them from the little imps that are like down at New River, the kind of red ones that explode. If you kill them and harvest them, you can get them. I have found that I don't get very good drops from there, so I tend to go for the salamanders around this river here, and I get the most from there. It does help if you have this one here, so in expertise, the 10-point perk, and choose careful harvest, because then you're twice as likely to gather rare resources when harvesting. So need them. So let me see if I got any in the bench. I don't. Yeah, look, I've got 104 in the alchemy bench that I've just managed to pick up over time. Let's chuck that in. Oh no, I needed 15, was it? I needed 15, so let's take another 9. Throw that in. Oh, I've only got 13. Can't count. Try that again. 15, and it was just one. It was just one piece of human flesh, which I have in this chest here. Alright, let's chuck that in and let's learn the next spell. So, craft. Switch on our RGB table. There we go, we've learned Wall of Fire. So if we take our spell book and let's run outside. This used to be a straight wall of like lava, but they've now changed it. Let's see if we can do it over here. Do I need a reagent to do this? I probably do. I think it's summoning molten magma. So I need a burlap pouch. So let's run inside, grab a burlap pouch. Let's grab, let's take 2 of them. We may as well cut 2 of these. We'll probably need them later, and we'll take 2 of these. The higher the spell, the higher the pouch it requires. Can craft those pouches, or you can find them on sorcerers. Right, let's try that again. Nope. Bring out your staff. Cast a spell. So the third one here is Forces of Nature. And the third one of here is Summon Molten Magma from the planet's core, causing it to erupt from the ground. And there we go. So it's now more of a circle around you, but with gaps in it. Can we pull this guy to us? But let's see whether he goes... Oh, they're going to kill him. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, so it doesn't hurt us, but I believe it would hurt mobs, but they could run around the side of it. So I'm not 100% sure what the point of it is. But yeah, I have seen suggestions about using it, like build a base with a trap for the purge and then summon this to trap people inside it with walls, like the walls around it. So you have a corridor with walls and then you summon this inside and get them trapped. But yeah, I'm not sure whether that'll work or not. But there we go, that's that spell. That's not one of the ones we're actually looking for, so let's head on and see what the next one is. So next one requires blood and brimstone. Right, well, let's take human flesh. So obviously human flesh you can get from chopping up humans, preferably with a cleaver. Brimstone, do we have any brimstone in here? We do. Let's grab 30 of that. So blood can be crafted, oh, I've got a pile here, by taking human flesh and chucking it in the fluid press and it squeezes the blood out. I think you can also get blood from like animal heads and stuff like that. If you squeeze them you'll get blood and bones. But let's just take 50 of that. I don't think we only needed like 5, I think it was. So blood and brimstone, is that right? Yep. And another spell page, craft. Creeping darkness. Another one that I'm not a huge fan of. Right, let's run outside with this. So this basically just... Oh, the wall of fire is still here. Let's cast it here. Is that also nature? I guess it probably is. Oh, we've got an escalate. So that's ice bridge, that is slow fall, that is molten mag. So we need to escalate to the next level of spell, and in order to do that, as it says we need 20% corruption. And we don't have any corruption at the moment. So I need to go and get corruption. And one of the easiest ways of gaining corruption is to do a sacrifice on our sacrificial slabs. So I'm going to go and do that slab there, take a human over there and sacrifice him. I think the soul drain gives you the best one. Oh look, the Sepamaru thing where there's nobody here. Okay, I'm going to cut, I'll run, get this guys to spawn in, I'll get somebody sacrificed and get some corruption on me, and then I'll bring you back to cast that spell. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, as you can see, I'm not looking very well because I've cast my soul drain and I've got 50% corruption now, so I'm not looking that great. But okay, we can cast that spell now. So if we bring up our arcane staff. Right, so Forces of Nature, escalate by 20%. And then we have this one here, channel pure darkness and terror to surround your being. So it just makes the area around me, or in this location, dark. Okay, that light source still works quite nicely, but you can see the darkness out here. I think that also has Does it not have spider webs on the ground as well to kind of slow you down? So this is very much a PvP thing as far as I can see, because you can then hide in the darkness. The Age of War system where it casts this halo of light around you, it's still working a little bit. You can see the light over there, but yeah, it's very dark. But if we run out of the area, because it is 7:19 in the morning, and if we run right out of the area, I'm heading in the wrong. I don't even know where I am. That's how dark it is. So the base is over here. Here we go. So lightness, or is it just faded away? It looks like it's faded away. Okay, so I'm not sure. It's got a range, but I'm not sure how far it is. But yeah, it's not one for me, that one. Like I say, it's more of a PvP thing. Okay, let's head in, get the next spell. We'll probably get cleansed a little bit by our dancer at the door. Still getting entertained. Yeah, but we're not close enough now to get the corruption. Right, what do we need next? So next one is more blood, so we've still got another blood, and we need 15 alchemical base. Do we have that in here? No. Do we have that in here? No. Do we have any alchemical base? Surely we have alchemical base from somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, was it 15? Yeah, 15 of that, 10 of that, a spell page, and the tomb. Craft. Mass Cull and detect resources. Okay, so these ones can be quite useful. So let's head out. So detect resources used to just be... Did it last for 2 minutes? I think it lasted for 2 minutes. It now doesn't require a reagent, and it lasts until you switch it off. Now, what's that under? Veil of Time. Nearby corrupted objects. Focus on rare resources in the natural world, revealing deposit. So that's detect resources. So if we cast that. So it now, so you see that the top left, it says detect resources is on, and you can see like the green on the iron there. It shows you the coal, all the iron up there, so we can see resources from a better distance through walls and stuff. Particularly useful for hunting down blood crystal, the golems and whatnot that are under the ground, because they'll show up as a big red location under the ground, and you'll be able to see it if they're there, and then just run over them and they'll pop up. But yeah, and this will stay on until you cancel it. It'll stay on for forever if you want. But just resources, so it's not classing trees and rocks as resources. It's more iron, brimstone, coal, that kind of thing. And then of course the blood crystal underneath it. So to go along with that, Mass Cull is like a spell that gathers all the resources in an AoE area. So if I climb up on top of here, where there's a reasonable amount of... There's iron there, and iron over there, and there's maybe some iron down there. Let's cast this spell. Now, what will that be under? Is that under nature? So we've got ice bridge. There we go. No, that's the magma. Escalate. Pure darkness, that's that one. Here we go. Harvest and recall minerals in the area around the caster. So again, it needs 20% corruption. It needs a pouch. But if we cast that... There we go, look. Everything in the area has been... Oh, even down there, look. So that's how far away it was. It didn't get that node, but it got all the nodes down there. And if we look in our inventory, we've now got wood, branches, resin, loads of iron, stone, coal, lots of stuff. All just with one spell from the area. So it's particularly good if we're in a region that has... we've got to be over encumbered. It's got lots of close together materials. The silver mine is a particularly good example of that, because there is loads of areas where it's got huge piles of resources all together, and you can get them all with that one spell. Okay, I'm not going to waste all that materials. I'm going to limp back. I should have taken a friend to help carry this with, but I'm going to limp back and get that dropped off, and then I'll meet you back there ready when we're ready to do the next spell. Okay, see you soon. Okay, right, we've dropped all that stuff off, and I've cancelled the detect resources spell as well, so we can move on to the next one. So what does it require? Ah, okay, so tomb, page, more blood, and weathered skulls. So I think we've picked up a couple of weathered skulls. We've got 3. Is that all we've got? Yep, looks like it. Don't think there's any more in there, and I don't think there's any more in there. Okay. Right. So, well, 1 weather skull, 15 blood, craft. Summon corpse. Okay, right, this one is actually very useful. So if we run up to upstairs where we've got our circle of power, we have the option to summon corpse. So I don't have a corpse to recall because I haven't died, but what can happen is if, for example, you was to die in the volcano where it's really hot, to run back to your body naked without heat protection, you would almost certainly die before you got back to your body. Same if you were in a really cold place, like the Temple of Frost, for example, that is really, really cold. If you was to die in there, you would be very unlikely to be able to get back in naked without your armour and spicy food and whatnot to be able to get your corpse back. Or even more so in the second half of the Warmaker dungeon, the Cull Stronghold dungeon, because you need the keys to get through the various doors, and if you die inside those areas, you haven't got a key anymore to get back through the door to get your corpse back. So what you can do is you can now use this spell. So you're going to need 1 sacrificial blood, you're going to need 50 brimstone and 1 empty glass flask, and that will summon your dead corpse back to, and you can see like the grave marker there, it'll summon it back to here, and then you'll be able to pick off all your gear and keys and whatnot off your corpse, get them back here. Okay, any followers you have with you, they'll be stuck in the dungeon or wherever they are, but they'll be in scouting mode. So after 15 minutes, they'll come back to their last guard spot anyway. So they'll return home. But the difficulty was always getting your gear back from these more dangerous places, and that's now a spell that allows you to do that. So I can't show you that because I don't have a corpse to summon back. But yeah, 1 of these blood, 50 brimstone, and 1 empty glass flask. So it's not particularly expensive, and you'll be able to get your corpse and all your gear back. So that one, I like that one. Positive pass marks for that one. Okay, right, we're getting through these quite well. Right, what next? Right, okay, this is where we're going to hit a problem. So the next spell, we need more blood, which we've got enough blood there, but it now needs 20 weathered skulls. So, where do you get weathered skulls from? One way of getting weathered skulls is fighting the undead warrior kind of guys, particularly the ones around the Black Keep area. They're the sort of skeleton guys with the armour on. So mainly kind of more up in the northern Black Keep, gets a lot of them there. I'm trying to think where else there are. Inside Cull's Stronghold, there's a few in there. They have a relatively high chance of dropping, and also normal skeletons have got a lower chance. So like there's a skeleton camp here, and then there's a bunch of skeletons around the map all over the place outside Cull's Stronghold. They've got a relatively low chance of dropping weathered skulls. These guys have got a higher chance. But one of the great tricks to get loads of them easily is to use the Zath altar. So we've already learned the Zath religion. If you haven't learned it as part of your initial starting religion that you can choose at character creation, you can go to here, this location here. So you come underneath this Shattered Bridge, or Southern Aqueduct, sorry. Shattered Bridge is down south. Come underneath here, come down this hill, and there's a cave entrance here, which I think we must have been in relatively recently when we were looking for like skeleton keys. There's the demon spider in there, but there's also the guy who teaches you the Zath religion. So if you didn't learn it at character creation, you can go here, there's a couple of spiders at the entrance, not that difficult, get through to him, you don't even have to fight the demon spider, speak to the guy, he'll teach you Zath religion. So once you've learned Zath religion, let's put that down, let's spot that back down there. We can go to crafting stations religion. We can now learn the Nest of Zath. So it just needs 360 stone, 160 wood and 20 twine. So that's nice and cheap. I don't know if we'll have stone and wood that we haven't already turned into shaped wood. Oh, we do. So 160 of that. And do we have stone? No. Right, so I'll quickly pop out and harvest a little bit of stone. It shouldn't take any time at all. And then we'll just craft up a quick altar. We're not going to make a fancy place for it or anything. We just literally want to create the altar. Okay, and I'll see you in a second. We're back. Right, so if we bring up the construction hammer again and go religion, we can now make Nest of Zath, so just the first layer. We're just going to throw that down anywhere at all. If you want to make it into a proper location, that's fine. We just want, at this moment in time, to craft the Zathite ritual dagger, the dagger that you use for the Zath religion. So it requires 5 branches and 15 iron bars. So we have some of that. Let's just chuck that away. Let's craft one of them. And then we will use this to harvest spiders. So we're going to kill some spiders and we're going to harvest them with this dagger. And we'll see what we get in return. Okay, I'm now going to grab, let's take the brute with us, I guess. I'm going to head over to a location where there's some spiders, and we're going to take them out. Okay, see you soon. Right, welcome back. So we are just over here, just on the east side of the unnamed city. There's the Imperial Highway, it goes along there, and we're looking down into this ramp kind of thing that takes us down to the river, and we start to see some spiders hanging about here. So let's just take out some spiders. Like that, and we take the dagger, 5, oh, it's away down the hill. So we harvest it with this dagger, we get this Zathite bag. Can we get more than one? No. Feral flesh, no. Okay, any more? Should be some more spiders down here. If we go down at the bottom here, that there is, so that is the top part. So that's Scuttler's shortcut there. You can go and you're in the bottom section. It goes in under here. This here, I've forgotten what it's called. Let's head inside, but there should be a bunch of spiders around here. Let's take this one out. Another bag. There's another spider. Oh, we're still harvesting it with a tool. Let's try and kill it instead. Get that one. Get another bag. Let's see if we can get this up on the map. This is full of spiders, this place here. Weaver's Hollow. There we go. So you can get to this demon spider here. You can get in there and then you have to drop down into the arena. Let's take them out while we're here. Another bag. And another bag. So that's 5 bags now. Right, if we come out and then go round the corner here, there is a ghost round here. Here it is. And you've got that book there. You learn by Crom, kneel, pray sitting, pray standing, and grovel. A whole bunch of emotes. So let's see. Right, so we've got a bunch of bags. Let's make a better room. So if we open the first bag, straight away we get a gorilla carcass, which you could press for blood and stuff like that, and 100 weather skulls straight away. That weighs 50, so yeah. This one we got another 5 and some ichor. This one we got some bone and another 50. That one we got another 50. That one, panther carcass. Bones there, so we'll chuck the bones away. So we're, just from that 5 bags we've got 205 skulls. So that's the way to get skulls. Super easy. Where's my horse? There it is. Come here. Come and carry all these skulls because they're super heavy. Right. No, no, I don't want to reach them out. I just want to put them in the bag. I will take this back to base and I will meet you back there. Okay. See you in a bit. Right, we are back home again, so we've dumped all our stuff off, so we've now got a bunch of weather skulls in here, but we only need 20 blood, a page. How many pages have we got left? 6 pages, okay, so that's not too bad. And our book, so let's craft, get the RGB table on the go. What's next? The next is Call of the Dead and Raise the Dead. Okay, right, so Call of the Dead almost certainly needs, does that need more a corruption again? I think it does. Forces of life and death, so that's the lights, and it does need escalated. Right, so in the interest of saving time, all it does is it basically covers the area and various zombies come out of the ground and will help fight for you. They're pretty weak. Again, probably a PvP thing. They're probably not that useful in a PvE situation. But yeah, it's an interesting spell. You just get an area with various little zombies coming out. The other one, Raise the Dead, that's actually crafting your own zombie army. So we're going into this the realms of necromancy now. So if we go 5F, crafting stations, sorcery, you can craft this shallow grave. Right, it needs 50 compost and 300 stone. Do we have compost? I think we should. Actually, we don't. We've only got 1. So yeah, I'm not actually going to bother. We'll probably do that in another episode because it is quite interesting. You basically create a shallow grave, which it's a little bit like the sacrificial table up there that you have. You go and knock out a potential friend. You place them in the shallow grave and they raise out of the ground as a zombie who will then fight for you. And by default, you can have 3 zombies without any authority perks. You can have 3 zombies fighting for you. They all start off straight away at level 20, so you don't have to level them up. They're pretty decent. Obviously, they're not quite as good as a full thrall, but the fact that you can have 3 of them, and they're a little bit slow, but we'll look at them in another episode. You can have 3 of them by default, and then if you've got the war party perk from 20 points in authority, that gives you 4, so you can have 4 coming after along with you. They make a lot of noise. They're a little bit slow in their attacks, but they're quite fun. So obviously the better the thrall you put in the grave, the better the zombie you get out of the grave. So if you used to put a XL1 fighter in it, it would be pretty poor. But if you used to put oh, we'd have to try it with a brute, see what comes out as a cannibal brute one, because we used to put Sumerian berserkers in and get really good zombies. So we'll have to do some testing and put brutes and thugras in and see what kind of zombies we get from them. So we'll leave that to another episode and we'll skip that just now. Okay, let's move on to the next spell. I'm just thinking about that. I'm quite intrigued by what's going to be a cannibal brute zombie or a thugra zombie. Right, what's next? Demon blood and grey lotus powder. This one used to be a total pain. So just before chapter 2 came out, the episode we did there, where we did essentially farming and gardening, we said that Grey Lotus is the only plant in the whole game that doesn't grow wild anywhere on the map. You can't go and harvest it. So you have to go to various locations, or you had to go, should I say, to various locations around the map, such as the Sinkhole and Cull Stronghold, and find either Grey Lotus flowers or Grey Lotus seeds and grow them, and keep growing them, drying the flowers to grow, get more seeds, and keep going until you had enough to be able to grind your flowers into powder. With the chapter 2 update, Grey Lotus is dropping all over the place. So I think we now... What have we got? We've got 117 Grey Lotus flowers in there. We've got 14 Grey Lotus powder. We need 10. We've got 63 seeds. Probably got more in here. And I've moved them into this chest. Another 42 there. Another 42 flowers. So yeah, we've got loads of Grey Lotus now. So that's not an issue. It's not the issue it used to be. Demon Blood. I think Demon Blood is in the Alchemist bench. Let's just take 100 of that. Yeah, so this one is now really easy. It used to be a complete pain. Okay, go. Mirror Mark, Invisibility, Self, and... was it? Conceal Corruption. Okay. Right, so Mirror... Oh, let me see. I bet you're going to have to be corrupted for these as well, are we? Mirror Mark. What's that going to be? Oh, that's a new category has appeared. Look. Unseen... Unreal seem real. Make the unreal seem real to trick the senses. And under there we have two things. One is Conceal the effects of corruption and escalate. So we do need corruption. Okay. I'm going to go and get more corruption. And I will see you once I've got that. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, welcome back again. So as you can see, we've got a nice amount of corruption on the go. So if we cast our spell again. So this section, make the unreal seem real to trick the senses. So one of the spells we've got at this level is Conceal physical effects of corruption. So right now I've got all the veins and horribleness of corruption, and if I click that and cast a spell, zoom, we're back to normal again. But as you can see up in the top left, we are still fully corrupted. We've just concealed that corruption on our body, so we can make ourselves look good again. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. So it's under the same section. We have to escalate to 20%. And then under here we should have two spells. We do. So let's go for this one first. The sorcerer channels the power of illusion to render themselves unable to be seen. So we need a pouch and 20% corruption. And we're now invisible. So we can sneak about and can't be seen by mobs. That's not aggroing on us. As soon as we attack, we lose our invisibility, and that'll disappear. Right, okay. Can we cast a spell in this form? Let me get back a bit to find out. What to do over here? No. So as soon as we try that, there we go. Same again. Get there quickly before it comes in. Oh, it's going the wrong way. I want to pull it. I want to do this one. Split our soul to make a mirror mark. And there you go. You get this kind of ghost image, and this ghost image is, we grab another one. Where's one of the other red ones? Here, come over here. This should be like an aggro magnet. So if it comes over, hopefully it's going to go for that mirror mark instead of us. There you go. So it's ignoring us and it's fighting that there, which means we can quite happily run up behind it and go bump, bump, kill it. So it's kind of handy. I've seen it I've seen it be used to take on the arena champion. You can cast that, the arena champion aggroes on it, and then you quickly take some cleansing brews to get rid of your corruption, and then you can attack the arena champion without it bothering about you at all. It just keeps going for this thing. So that's quite cool. So that's the 3 that we've got at that level. It's just sitting there casting spells, we'll just leave that. Right, let's go. What's next? Must be getting close now. Next one, we need demon blood, which we've got, and we need soul essences. Well, I've got a bunch of soul essences back at the stone that I've just used, but I think I've got some in here. So what was it, 5 soul essences? Back down in here. So a bunch of demon blood, bunch of soul essences, another spell page. We're starting to run low on spell pages now. Let's craft. Elixir of Rebirth. Okay, so we've reached level 10. There we go. So if we go to our sorcery knowledge, there it is. Crafted the alchemy bench, a potion that allows followers to learn physical or mental skills without training or experience. So what do we need to craft that? There it is there. We need 1 water-filled glass flask, we need a soul essence, we need 2 alchemical base, and we need 7 demon blood. So we've got loads of that, we've got loads of that. We just need some soul essence. So let's go and get a little bit more. Let's take all 5. Oh wait, this way. And wrong place. We put it in here. So this is fantastic, because the amount of times that you would get a top level Delincia or something like that. Let's craft all 5. And they would just roll the wrong stats or poor stats. You get that one that you get +1 in everything, which is not great. Whereas there is one of the perks you can get is a +15 in vitality. So if you could get that for your cannibal brute, that would be amazing. But let's just take them. Let's go and have a look at a couple of our friends out front. So what did you get for your stats? You got the +3, +5 and +3. So that's not bad. That's okay. There's not a bad one there, it's a negative one. So there you've got +3 in strength, +3 in agility, +11 in vitality, +3 in grit. So it could be a lot better. Like I say, you can get +15s. But I'm okay with that. What's Delincia got? Right, so Delincia's got bad ones. She's got -5, so +8 in vitality, that's good, but -5 in strength. And this one is -5 in strength, which we want to be a primary stat, but gives her, it's an archery perk, it gives her more agility. So we don't care about her agility and we want more strength. So the -8 in strength is not good. So what we can do, is she 20? Must be 20. Oh no, she's 18, so she hasn't actually got all the stats yet. Still got the level 21. But let's just use this as an example. So we can put that on here, and we use it. And there she goes. And we check her stats. She has now got +5 in grit, which is okay, it's extra armor, but still -3 in strength. But she's also got brute, which is -3 in agility, and +5 in strength. So that's a good one, that's a bad one. Anything that's deducting away from our primary stats. So we can do it again. +3 in grit. No. Yes, +3 in grit. And this one takes that +3 away and gives it to agility. So it's totally random, and you could be here for a while feeding our potions until you get a decent one. So that's -5. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. -5 in vitality, which is what we want. plus in and plus 8 in agility, so that's totally wrong. This one takes then 3 of that agility away and puts it back in vitality again, which balances out that. So it ends up she's got a net plus 5 in agility. Absolutely horrible. Let's do it one more time. Come on, be nice, be nice. That's better. So that one is plus 3 in vitality, plus 3 in grit, so a bit more armor, a bit more health, and then that one's plus. So again, they're not earth shattering. They're plus 3s. They're not great, but they're in the right direction. Bit more armor and a bit more health for her altogether, giving her up to 3,700, and she hasn't even got her next perk yet. So that's the idea. We can use that to change the perks that a lot of these people have got. So this one has got plus 3 in grit, plus 3 in vitality, and plus 3 in agility. So we don't want the agility one, so we'll probably want to re-roll her once she gets to 20. This one, plus 3 strength, plus 5 vitality, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. We'll see what it gets at level 20. But that's the idea. We've got to level 10 in sorcery. We've got the ability to make Elixirs of Rebirth now. So let me get lined up a bit better. That'll do it for today. It's a bit of a fast speed run through, what was that, 7 or 8 levels of the spell book. But Elixir of Rebirth is the 10th level, which means we've got 5 more to go. So they're not the ones I'm that bothered about until we get to the last one, which is Transportory Stones. That allows us to teleport them around the map, which will become quite useful. But my main objective for today was to get to the Elixir of Rebirth. So we've kind of powered through sorcery pretty fast. Not spending that much. We will go back and we'll have a look at those shallow graves and raising the zombies, because they are quite fun, and I'm quite interested to see what happens with the new meta cannibal brutes and thugras and see how they turn out as zombies. So we'll probably do that in the next episode. I'm interested to see that. But for now, that's going to do for today. Thank you so much for watching, as always. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye now.